Hello and welcome back to again our next very special interview today. And we have our special guest today over here, none other than Arata Izumi, sir. First of all, very, very warm welcome, sir, to have you here. It's been an honor to have in our session.
Thanks. It's happy to be here and looking forward for our conversation.
That's great, sir. Okay, so now the first thing that we always wonder that looking back to your career, you started your early career from Singapore and Japan, and then you moved to India in 2006, right? So I just eager to know that Singapore and Japan was superiorly better at that moment as well from Indian footballing culture. So what exactly motivated you at that time to join Indian clubs or Indian sides?
Uh, about Singapore football, I'm not so sure, but yeah, you're right that the Japanese football is superior at this point of time as well, and at that time as well.
Mhm.
The reason, simply it was just a kind of destiny. I was playing in Japan, and the club offered me to go to Singapore and participate in Singapore League. And that time, my connection with India became stronger.
Mhm.
And one of the agents that time from India spoke to me about football in India. And I didn't know anything about football in India that time, but after he reached out to me, I started to research about Indian football. Of course, that time internet and everything was not as
Exactly.
like
Yes.
used for us today, but somehow anyhow through email and everything, I got few clips of videos and the history of that time East Bengal. And everything was really attractive.
Right.
And of course, being a professional football player, I was always looking for opportunity outside of the our country, which was Japan at that time.
All right. So how exactly you adapt to the Indian footballing culture? Right. There are a lot of differences. So what was the initial experience you have?
Well, it was a full of surprise, but at the same time, I think my experience playing in Singapore helped me a lot to adapt to different type of environment. Took some time for me to settle down, but eventually I was with I think every all these factors supported me to in India.
Okay. That's great. So you played for many clubs, like the bigger names we see, like for an example, playing careers clubs like say East Bengal. You played for Mahindra United, Kerala Blasters, ATK, and Pune. So which club and which season, sir, is actually defining you as the most standout for your career, and why?
Well, very difficult to say choose one moment because every club, every season had a moment of up and down.
Mhm.
But if I talk about the time I spent the maximum was always with Pune FC. I
Mhm.
signed for Pune FC 2009 and
Right.
I played in 2014 season.
Right.
And that was the time that I decided to change my citizenship from Japan to India. So
Right.
during the period of my time with Pune FC, it changed a lot and formed a lot of my future
Mhm.
along with Indian football. So in
Right.
that point of view, I believe Pune FC was the one who gave me a maximum exposure.
Right. And at the earliest stage of Indian Super League, you spend the initial amount of time with ISO club like ATK. So how is it like to be playing in a club or in a entity which is resides in Kolkata? How was the experience of yours, sir?
Well, of course, first year itself was with East Bengal 2006 it was,
Right.
and I already experienced the heat of football in the city, and of
Right.
course everyone know it, not only in
Right.
India but the world know about
Right.
the passion towards the football in Kolkata.
Mhm.
And that time, of course, East Bengal, Mohun and the Kolkata Derby. I also played a couple of games, but I will never forget that experience. And
Mhm.
when I was picked by the Atletico de Kolkata during the players auction,
Right.
I felt it was supposed to be for me to come back to Kolkata and play in front of the Kolkata supporters again.
Mhm.
And yeah, season started. I think we did very well in that season.
Right.
Myself, Hume, all the very, very good players surrounding and Havertz. And I felt that I came back home again
Mhm.
after almost 10 years, right? 9 years.
Yeah, actually, it is.
I was very emotional. I was really,
Right.
really happy
Right.
that season. Yeah.
Yeah, we all remember, sir, the way you actually one goal actually defined the season, your side volley. Like Jan Hume was just in front of you, and there was a cross, and you scored from a side volley, which was just a defining moment. And we all enjoyed it. I mean, it was something else. We never seen such things in Indian football, and it was something that is being introduced by you. And it was something else. And the whole stadium erupts. I was also there at that moment. So yes, it was something else. So
Yeah.
something to be
I
cherished.
don't do that. I don't do that. So that was against SC Goa.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And of course, I always appreciate Humi. Humi was in a position to strike at
Exactly.
the ball,
And we
but
thought that initially it was from Ian Hugh, but we saw that replay that he missed
yeah.
the header and it lands on your foot.
No, 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 no. He did not miss. I was communicating from behind
Oh,
Humi,
okay.
leave it, and at that moment, that 6 of the second, he could, recognize my communication just
Okay.
left the ball for me. And that was fantastic teamwork goal, I always say that. And also, that time the coach was Jico.
Yes.
Yeah,
FC
Sigo's
Liverpool.
coach is
Right.
Jico.
Jido,
And
yes.
Jico was playing in Japan for a long period of time. And he's
Mm-hmm.
one of the most famous footballer in Japan. He helped a
Correct.
lot
Mm.
development with Japanese football. And
Correct.
I was that time just started to play football, 10 years old. And I
Mm.
used to have his picture in
Mm-hmm.
my pocket here
Right.
always.
Yeah.
And that time he was coach and I could score the goal against his team. And I just look at him and I appreciated with the ball down. And he
Yeah.
replied to that as, "Oh man, I can't forget that moment. It was
That is something
moment
great.
that dream come true. Yeah, it was.
Right, right. So, one thing that we always wonder, so like, you have been there in football circuit for so long, right? You have seen the Indian Super League at the very initial start, and we have seen it at the present moment as well. We can see the transition. So, how would you like to define this transition at this present moment?
A lot of things has changed.
Yeah.
When the ISL came, of course, it was new league, and probably things are not yet settled as a Indian football as a whole.
Mhm.
But time to time, I think it's shaped it up really, really well, and everybody recognizes as a ISL as a top tier of Indian football.
Right,
And in my opinion, what ISL did, the best thing that ISL bring to India is the awareness of Indian football, uh, locally in India as well as globally. Today, everyone know what is Indian football is. Everyone
right,
know about ISL. As I
right.
said, when I came 2006, no one knew about Indian football, other than probably India, or maybe this side of the side of the world, maybe South
Right.
Asia or something like
Mhm.
that. But today, all know about Indian football, and everyone wants to come to ISL. I think that is something that ISL brought to Indian football with the maximum efficiency and the great achievement that we had.
Okay. It's more now, sir. I would like to ask a more question, like as a player of yours. So the thing is, sir, you have been a standout midfielder for so long, and you have a very natural habit of scoring goals. Like, so why don't you find yourself to be in a place of a striker instead of a midfielder? Because you are a very natural goal scorer. Why you actually wanted to become a midfielder and you played midfield zone for a longer time? Yeah.
So I think it was just a demand of the club and the plan of the club,
Mhm.
and I adapted to whatever I was demanded to
Okay.
as a professional. And for the fact, I came to India as a striker,
Okay.
and I was playing as a striker for a couple of years. East Bengal Mahindra United initially. Yeah.
Right.
Uh, After I joined Pune FC, I played winger,
Hmm.
and eventually I came to the center line, center midfielder.
Right.
And I believe the club needed me to be in central because of
Mhm.
my ability of up and down. I
Right.
was being able to learn 120 minutes non-stop. Also, probably I
Right.
had awareness and the game reading and the leadership quality to control the pace of the game, the XYZ, XYZ. And plus, I was able to score the goal from the mid third as well. And same
Right.
time, club have a pure striker like Pune FC, the Edma, or some of the Keita, some of the tall, strong, typical number nine who
Mhm.
can do probably better than me in terms of scoring
Mhm.
goals in every kind of situation.
Right.
So all these points just let me give me the reason for me to be in the center of the pitch.
Okay. Great. So, if you have been given a free hand, which position would you like to take?
I still like number six. Number six.
Okay.
Really like.
All right. All
Yeah,
right. I mean,
I
we
can
have
control the
seen
game.
absolutely the orchestrator, absolutely. We have seen you so many times by just leading the pace, the tempo of the whole match from the central, and it was quite phenomenal. Now, that leads us to a next question. So, obviously, choosing number six as midfielder, you definitely have something in your mind that you have seen some player to look up to. So, at that point, or recently as well, so, who was your over and out favorite player?
In India, oh,
Overall, so globally.
overall, see, my idol is was and is always this Japanese player called Kazuyoshi Miura. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, when I was 10 years old, first time I saw my J League started and I watched his game for the first time. He was playing for Verdi Kawasaki, and he's the biggest icon of the Japanese football as well.
Right, right,
And I dreamed to become professional football player.
right.
Today, I played 15, 20 years of professional football. I retired, but
Mm,
he is still a professional today. That is
mm,
something you can speak everything about him. But anyway, so he is always there. But at the same time, as a midfielder, I always admire this scores. All scores.
false goals. Yeah.
He's one number eight, not a 6'6", but
Yeah, right.
I more than his game also, but more than anything, I felt he is a superstar, right? Of course, but I don't
Mm.
think he's like a really superstar in a sense like a Messi or Cristiano or
Right,
something like
right,
that, or
right.
David Beckham or the world know about him. No, but I think for the club, for the team, I think he's the most important player because he does everything. He just
Actually,
take care of a lot of things, and I like to be that kind of. Player always. That's why probably my game play style is something also like probably sometimes I'm not so
mhm,
like visible,
mhm.
but same time I'm doing something that for the team to gain the maximum results out of it. He used to be my favorite.
Great, great, great. So I would just like to know, like your earlier success, like in Mahindra United, you won IFA Shield, you won Durand Cup. So, uh, just in footballing circuit, and how was the situation? Could you just get us through your memory, those moments of championship?
Hey, championship, yeah, of course. Initially, there was not even I League when I signed for East Bengal. It was NFL, and then I
Mm,
League kicks in. So again, I grown up with the change of Indian football competition is something always memorable for me, as always.
okay, great. So, we already know that you already worked with the Reliance Foundation Young Champs, and you're already into the coaching circuit as well. So, how do you see the Indian grassroots and the under 17 is being performing so far? I mean, could you see the potential in the upcoming days as well from this junior players as well?
Junior players, yes, definitely. It continues today as well. But year by year, I see a lot of posters. For example, under 12 Reliance Foundation champs, when I take them to Japan, we can very much compete with the J League clubs that
Right.
time. But when we go back to Japan after 6 years, so when the player is 17, 18, and we struggle compete with Japanese elite
Mm,
players. So there's a talent, but the how the talent is shaped it up till 18 years old. There's still a big gap with the footballing developed nation like Japan in Asia,
Mhm.
in India. But so yes, I truly believe that there are enough, more than enough talents, footballing talent in India,
Mhm.
and can take us to the Asian to compete with Asian giants like Japan, Korea, South Korea, Australia, Saudi, and all these teams. And eventually to World Cup, that possibility is always there if we do work on in a right manner. Under 17, yeah, congratulations to them reaching to the AFC Cup, right? Asian
Uh,
Cup, Asian Cup, sorry.
yeah, right.
But I have certain question about that, which is it's going to be a little controversy, but probably are they 17 years old?
That could be a point of concern. Yes, that's truly a point of view.
Yeah, because I've been in this India for the longest period, I mean, last 20 years. I've seen left and right and center of it. So if someone have right to talk, then probably it's me also. But
Hmm.
the fact is, it is existing. It is very much existing, and
Hmm.
the instant results you can buy with it.
Hmm.
But then, is it going to be long term? I have lots of question mark about that.
Hmm.
Is people aware? Does people aware about it? I think yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but
Okay.
we lied onto it.
Hmm.
So something that I always concerned about future
Hmm.
of India football, looking at the situation.
Right. So, as you know already, sir, at this point of moment, Indian football is right now in a halt, and there is no national league on the cards at this moment. And we see that it is not progressing anymore. And as you mentioned about the under 17 and the world, so overall, all the things. So, first question would be for you that why we cannot get to see the young talented players doing the similar kind of performance for the senior team. And secondly, Indian football and the current situation, oh, is this gonna be a big impact on the upcoming days of Indian football?
Okay, sorry. The first question is
First question is the junior players who has been performing well when they are promoted with the senior team with the age and their growth. We couldn't get to see the similar kind of flares or similar kind of performances we get to see in the earlier stage. So what could be the reason exactly?
so when you are a teenager, the physical advantage is there. And when you become senior, the physical advantage goes away. As simple as that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, as simple as that. Yeah. That's
Okay.
why I am saying
Mhm.
that my concern is always there. The instant result might be there, which doesn't
Mhm.
impact much in a global stage or international stage because the,
Mhm.
the senior team has to do well, right?
Exactly.
If you
That's my point.
if we want to change the FIFA ranking,
Hmm.
right?
True.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but for that you got to do the way it should be. If
Yeah,
you want to see
exactly.
the same performance or the better performance in the senior setup, you have to develop the youth in a appropriate way, right? As
Exactly.
simple as
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
And the
That's the.
people know about that, but the people doesn't do it. I don't know why. I know why. Yeah. So
I mean, I
anyway, I
mean,
don't
I
want to talk
mean,
more than this.
yeah. I mean, don't you think that this will eventually push Indian football backwards a lot by doing these kind of practices?
Where we are today,
I mean,
it's not
we,
backwards. Already today we are backwards.
yeah, even further. I
Yeah.
mean, even further. I mean, there is no stopping of drawing back right now at this moment.
There's not much further more than this.
Hmm.
See, FIFA ranking 140 right now, I think 40 something.
Hmm.
Below this is, I mean, not even below 140, below 130, 100. There's not much different, no.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
True. Yes,
that's a bit
true.
of truth, but it is what it is. At the
Hmm.
same time, I'm saying that the sleeping giant, right? So
Yeah, that's
2006, I
why.
came to this. 2006, I came to this country. I
Hmm.
heard exactly the same word,
Hmm.
sleeping giants. After 20 years, we are talking the same language. So 20 years, things didn't go turn right. Means there's some issues there,
Exactly.
which probably we know already, but we don't work on. But
And
there are goodwill people in India, I know, and there are organizations, let's say Reliance Foundation, who's really trying to do the way it should be. And I am sure many people is going to follow, and it may take a lot of times, and it shouldn't be such a long time for the country like India. But if it has to be, then it has to be. But hopefully, after 50 years or so, we see something positive outcome.
okay. Now, so the thing is, Indian football is dropping day by day by day, and which is a very concerning factor. And AIFF have decided that to introduce OCI and PIO players to the national side. How do you see the players who actually be joined as PIO or OCI? Will that be an impactful decision, or is it the same thing but will not make any changes for Indian football?
Mm, I spoke about this a few times about on the media already.
Mhm.
Results wise, in my opinion, football on the pitch, results wise, I'm talking about. This
Mhm.
will be an instant results. It will bring instant results. Yeah,
Mhm.
of course. I mean, at this point of them, the recently the Ryan, a
Mhm.
quality player. Hmm. That's
Right.
why he's here. He was here as a foreign player, right? When you are signing to the club as a foreign player, you got to be better than the local player usually,
Absolutely. Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So he will bring certain advantage in terms of on the pitch level. I think he will bring
Mhm.
definitely. He's a good
Mhm.
player, and if there's for example 11 OCI PIO players are there, probably it will help Indian national team to win some games,
Mhm.
some games, but not the extent of reaching the World Cup or
Mhm.
start to compete with the Asian giants,
Mhm.
uh, or it's going to be a long-term solution. No,
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah, but but what person like Lion or of course myself who grown up in other country and settled
Mhm.
down in India and played
Mhm.
in India and
Mhm.
understanding India,
Mhm.
we can bring much more off the pitch level,
Correct.
more than the footballing
Just the
performance,
footballing. Right.
just footballing on the pitch level, because
Correct.
we have connection in those countries. Lion is Australia, I am Japan. Both
Right.
are the footballing developed nation in Asia,
Mm.
one of the top.
Mm. Mm.
That is how, if the India or the AIFF is thinking of utilizing these human resources,
Mm.
does make sense.
Mm.
Does make sense. But unfortunately, after I became Indian, 2011 it was, I think,
Mm.
no such, like initiative.
Mm.
But of course, I'm doing my partner level.
Mm.
And this time, Ryan, I'm hoping that there's some kind of a system and initiation to utilize this for human resources like us
Right.
for the betterment of Indian football. Because eventually, we all are hoping to see something good for future of
Indian
Indian
football.
football.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that
So,
point of view,
mm.
yes, I think it can be useful. But at the same time, what is most important for us to focus is our own local talent, how we
Mm.
can develop this own local talent, because
Mhm.
there's plenty, enough talent in this
Mm.
country.
Right. So we are almost at very much end to this interview. So one question I was always wondering to ask, like you said always, and we all know that Indian football has plenty of talent, right? And which eventually we try to promote more and more talents like that, but the results are not there. So what could be a long shot solution could be for Indian football to step up to the next level or performing on a big stage, according to you?
That's the talent development.
Okay.
There's already enough talent, even today, not even today, 2006 when I came, that
Mm.
itself already have.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
True.
But what is the difference between footballing developed nation and in India is probably number of the game that players are experiencing when they are
Mm.
young age. Yeah.
Mm.
So you just need to organize the developmental side, which is the foundation of
Mm.
football pyramid, that layer most, the bottommost. Once
Right.
that is said, the next you can think about next pyramid, next pyramid, next
Correct.
pyramid, next pyramid, next pyramid. A fantastic pyramid will be created in long term. But
Mm.
we got to be patient. Everyone got
Mm.
to be patient,
Mhm.
and need to give enough time to things to happen. And
Mm.
same time, cup has
Mm.
to be shared with happen.
Okay.
Yeah, not with, yeah, no
So
one can do it alone.
drop in performances in national football, as the senior team I'm talking about. Recently, what do you think that I mean, football has become a easy access to the finances. I mean, people are getting good amount of money, but not getting enough matches for that. What do you think about that?
I don't see any drop in performance. It's very much India is remain the same. India was like this. India is like this. That's it.
Mm.
We were competing with Bangladesh and all these countries that time
Mm.
also and today also.
So the
Very
progress is pretty much stable.
think
So not no such
no, I don't think that progression happened. Unfortunately, to say this because looking at the performance of the national team, I
mm.
mean, you tell me what is the difference before and today?
No, nothing as such. I mean, the opponents are similar. Only the thing we can get to say that the countries have been developing immensely and we cannot able to compete anymore. I mean, that's the unfortunate.
Which country, for example?
Like Uzbekistan has done really well.
Oh no, the next time was always very strong side.
Yeah. And
Always competing with Japan. My
mm,
childhood. Yeah,
mm,
1998, the first World Cup, 1994, we missed the near inch. But Uzbekistan was always a good side.
mm.
Yeah,
So, I mean, why? I mean, we are struggling immensely with in the Asian qualifiers as well, which costed
but
us a
it
spot.
was always, right?
Mm,
When we were comfortable beating other than the South Asian countries,
mm,
Cambodia, where? Bhutan,
mm.
uh,
Nepal.
Nepal was always a challenging opponent. Even today, they are challenging opponent.
Mm,
Bangladesh recently we lost, but I think if I'm not wrong, sorry, my memory might be wrong, but we were always like competing with them 1-0,
mm.
2-0, sometimes draw.
Hmm.
There was never been a case that we were complete dominant side.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. Sometimes I mean, it surprised me that how like we can think that we are always upper hand. No, we were just there, and
Hmm.
today also we are there. So
Exactly.
for me, no surprise at all. And for
Okay.
that, yeah, if OCI PIO could be one of the uh, uh, solution
Hmm.
to be a little more dominant compared to
Hmm.
these countries, if
Hmm.
that is what India wants to do, that, which I don't think that is a case, it should be since this
Hmm.
country is full of resources, like I said, full of potential, full of talents, full of people, full of money, full of everything is there. There's nothing that we don't have as a country, isn't it?
Got it.
So
Got it. Yeah.
yeah, we just need to see the reality. We just need to face it, and we just need to act on it, which
Hmm.
is far easier task compared to other countries which doesn't have the resources that we have, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah.
So you assisted for Interkashi being an assistant coach. So how was the experience of that? So.
Yeah, it was interesting experience. Of course, the first season with Takashi with Carlos, we had a good relationship and we know each other since when I was Reliance Foundation champs and he was with Shakshakpur. And we met
Right.
a lot of times. And we knew each other, what type of footballer we are.
Hmm.
And it was good. And then we had a very good group who is ready to absorb the information that we want to share with.
Hmm.
And we had a very good first season, I believe.
Hmm. True. 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 So one final question. So if you have to sum up your footballing career, coaching career, and an overall stay in India, how do you see it, sir?
How do I see it? wow, it's amazing. It's beautiful.
Okay,
It's a life,
that's
my
true.
life. 20 years. I'm 43 today. 20 years I'm part of India football.
Mhm.
So nothing else but life. And that's why I feel extremely sad about the current situation of Indian
Mhm.
football and
Mhm.
mm, extremely frustrating to see the way we are not progressing. And I
Mhm.
know when I talk like this, a lot of people will attack me. Uh,
I mean,
and
see, I mean, you're raising the voice
sometimes
for the good, so that's a good thing.
yeah, it's a good thing, but I know for the fact I will be attacked.
Mm.
And but if I stop doing this, or if someone like me or some other people who is
Mm.
doing the similar thing stop, and nothing's gonna happen. Even today, nothing's happening. So
Mm.
it's I believe it's my duty to do my bit for this beautiful country and the football, Indian football, which gave me everything after I came to this country. So let's see, finger crossed. And my
Okay.
commitment is always remain the same. That I will try to do my best always for the
Mhm.
betterment and future of Indian football. That's all my aim is.
One final question for you, sir. Which is more challenging, scoring goals or assisting on clutch matches, or coaching a side to success or glory, according to you?
Sorry, I didn't understand
So
it.
which
Goal, scoring,
I
assist.
mean, which is more challenging for you, being a player, scoring, assisting as a player, or coaching a side to a success?
Both are completely different ball game altogether. Both are extremely difficult job. But now
Mm.
I'm a coach. I can say that
Mm.
coaching is fun.
Okay. Okay,
I
great,
love
great,
it.
great, great, great.
Mm.
Great. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, sir, for joining our session. It's been really an honor, and it was a quite a fun session for all of us. And we are always eager to have you in our show because we need to know about you all the way together. Even I started looking you for a longer period of time when I was as kid and saw you scoring goals, providing assists, and in playing in prolific performances. So it's been an honor for me as well to sit along with you and do an interview. Thank you so much, and really very honored to have you here, sir.
Thanks. It was fun talking and always good to talk about India football. So hope you for the next time. Take care.
Absolutely, sir. We will be looking forward to it. Thank you so much, sir, and have a great day.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, sir. Bye.